stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're running it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Hill steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check right, 27. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 27. I got one. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Hill dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Good strip. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second down and goal. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Check, 47. Check right.
On third and goal, Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw again on second down. Hill, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. Hill now operating from the red zone. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Hill. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking down, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On the ready. 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 5.
A final shot before break. Hill. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. On first down, Hill. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25.
Here we go.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. You draw quarters.
Play action. Ryan. Complete to Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. The throw is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hill's pass
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ready? 60 or 45. Your track. Hey, zoom. Go.
Throwing again on second down. Hill, they almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
60 out.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hill, and he finds Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First
and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Ryan. Flushed out right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.